Hello, my name is Anis Ibrahim. Sorry about the background. Some of my friends are actually making like too much noise upstairs, so I had to use the basement. So let's dive into the question and answers. So, which ethical systems do you agree with the most, and why is the first question? So, as far as my knowledge goes, I think deontology and virtue ethics good. Like virtue ethics matters the most because like a person has to have a good character. Like that's one of my core beliefs because if a person is trying to fake a personality or trying to like act nice, it comes out, and the other person can't feel it. I don't know how, but subconsciously people pick it up. Like people who has some life experience, they can pick it up, uh, if a person has a good character or not. And why the good character matters is because if a person is trusting you with something and no one is there to judge you, and if you do not have a good character, you won't do like what's good. You don't have the, what can I say, uh, the pressure to do either good or bad. I don't know if I'm saying it out right. So I think character matters of a person. So you have to have a good character. Like if a person doesn't have a good character, um, it will lead to, what can I say, like just imagine what is a depression. Depression is like you are trying to escape the character that you have been playing out through your life, and your mind is saying like, I don't want to be this character. So if you don't have a good character, it eventually can strike you with depression. So you have to be a good person, and you have to be a person that you say you are. So I don't know if many people can understand what I'm saying. So there's that virtue ethics that matters, and deontology. uh, the deontology, I can I say, connect that to the stoicism. Like your feelings doesn't matter, you have to do what you have to do. You have your actions, you have your duty. For example, I have my duty towards my parents. I have some responsibilities. Even if I don't feel like doing it, I have to do what I have to do. So these ethical systems are very important to me, and it matters most. So which ethical system do you disagree with the most, and why? So the same two ethical systems that I don't agree with, that is nihilism and hedonism. Like nihilism is like saying there is no truth or no meaning in life. Like it can also, you can also derive that to um, like saying there is no good or there is no bad. If there is no truth and lie, there is no good and there is no bad. It will eventually, a person can say that there is no morality in things. So if you don't have morality in life, you can't determine like what's good, what is bad. Like logically, you can't say something is good, something is bad. So you have to have like some kind of morality. If only if you have a morality from a, what can I say, a higher power, there's only then only a person can like completely negate the nihilism ethical system. But most people like can't negate this thing because most people are like atheist nowadays. So they don't find meaning in life. mm, so they what can so they find like pleasure is the meaning of life. You have to have fun. It is all about happiness. the life is all about happiness. So people also becomes like a hedonistic type of way. They live, they want to party every day, but what can I say, they negate all the hard responsibilities, hard things that they had to do while doing the fun things and the things that make them happiest the most. They will try to do that, and most people will uh, most people will most people will seek out the easy things and completely avoid the hard things because they can't handle discomfort. All they want is pleasure and, what can I say, dopamine spikes. So that is not a good way of living life. That's why people are uh, like getting into the track of drugs, alcohol, all other things. It is a path of living a hedonistic lifestyle. It is also related to the nihilism ethical system as far as I understand. So the next question is, describe your ethical system for living your life in as much as little detail as you like. So as I said before, like the the correct way of living your life using describing my ethical system is like the defined command theory. Like if a person is um always under if a person feels like he has a creator and he has a that itself gives him a purpose in life. I don't know if many people can understand these kind of thoughts these days, but divine command theory is, it almost fixes up the 90% of the problems in the society if people live by this ethical system. uh, if a person truly believes there is a god and only only the classification of good and bad can come from the divine command theory ethical system. Like if there is no higher power giving an objective view on the acts to classify into good and bad, like I said already, like we can't logically say a thing is good or a thing is bad. We have to have a higher power guiding us through that. So only through uh, the books, uh, the scriptures, that's how. So like I said, only through higher powers guidance that a person can differentiate between good and bad. So if there is no divine command theory, most people will live a nihilistic lifestyle and a hedonistic lifestyle, and that's not a good way of living your life. That's what I believe. So what do you believe about the agri-tech industry? Like, I believe agri-tech is one of the few tech industries that's not gonna be like that cannot be replaced, because no matter how much the AI can advance, no matter how much the technology can advance, food is like the everyday consumption of human life. So if we do not have food, we cannot sustain life. So as far as I understand, agri-tech industry is gonna boom, and it's gonna keep on booming as long as the population increases. So what do you believe about the agri-tech industry? I believe it is one of the uh, core driving. It's gonna be one of the like superpower among the nations. Like if a country can produce a large amount of food, it's gonna be a good power like a country can have. So if the agri-tech industry is booming, then the agricultural products will also be finer and finer. So it is necessary and it is the future. It is one of the what can I say, fundamental things that's gonna be important to the society and a country. So that's what I believe. So what values, cherished or deeply believed things are the most important to you in the agri-tech industry? Like I said, sustaining life. um, no matter how much advanced we get, we still have to eat food. So uh, that's what I like about the agri-tech industry. It's not gonna go anywhere. Do you have any principle or self-enforced guidelines in the context of agri-tech? I haven't thought about it that deep to have a principle in the agri-tech industry, or maybe I'm understanding the question wrong. So my answer is no. What are your doubts about the agri-tech industry? My main, it's not a doubt, it's like a confusion. Is the agri-tech industry gonna be more biological, on the biological side, or the engineering field, engineering side? Like, it can go either way. It can go into the genetic engineering side, that's basically biology, and it can also go into the tech side, like improving the mm, yield capacity, maybe, I don't know. So what are your hopes for the agri-tech industry? I'm more into the biological side. I'm from a microbiology background, so I'm more interested in and hoping for more genetic mutation. If you know, like mutating multiple plants into one. It already exists, but we can still improve. There's no limit, sky's the limit. In what area of innovation do you think the agri-tech industry should focus on? Why? I think genetic engineering, because I'm interested in that field the most. Okay, so I have completed all the questions. So okay, thank you. Bye bye.